If you're planning to invest in property in 2025, then you need to know these absolute 5 property deal breakers. And I was actually inspired by Jung Ma's video in Investor Kit to actually make a very similar video, but give my own little spin on it. And so the first property deal breaker that I want to go into is about pools. Let's take this property here for example, and you can notice this property is in Geraldton and it has a pool associated with this property. And even though it's an amazing property, for me, a pool is an absolute deal breaker. And the reason I say that is because it has higher insurance costs, higher maintenance costs, and all these outgoings are major financial considerations that you need to take when you invest into property. And every dollar out is every single dollar out of your wallet. And the rent that you get for this property may not and most likely will not cover the entire maintenance cost of this pool compared to a property without a pool. And when we look at what roughly pool maintenance costs, it can cost you anywhere from around $600 to around $1,500 an year on pool maintenance. And if you break that down by monthly cost, that could cost you anywhere from $50 to about $125 monthly. And let me tell you, your rent is most likely not going to cover that. In addition, you have the higher insurance costs if you choose to insure motors in your insurance policy. And no matter what kind of pool you have, like it says here, it needs to be cleaned and maintained on a semi-regular basis. And let's be honest here, most tenants are not going to be taking care of it like it's their own pool. So you need to consider that when investing into property, whether or not pool makes sense for you. But for me, it's an absolute deal breaker. And to be fair, in places like Geraldton, pools are a very common item to have within houses and is more favorable for tenants. However, it might not be worth the headache in the long run. Let's go into property factor number 2. And let's have a look at this property here. This one is 32 Thomas Street in Kangaroo Flat in Victoria, selling for $490,000 to $530,000. Now that's a very good price for a property in Bendigo where most properties are over the $550,000 mark. And Kangaroo Flat is a desirable location for property investors to invest into and owner-occupiers to live. However, when we actually search this address up and we start to look a bit deeper into it, we can see what the second property deal breaker is. And the fact is, it's next to a cemetery. This is a serious cause of concern. I would never invest next to a cemetery or a graveyard because it is an absolute deal breaker for most owner occupiers out there. You're going to find it very hard to sell this property. And all we have to do is look at the past sale history and we can see that this property was listed in 21st of October 2024 and was withdrawn. Now, to be completely fair, we don't exactly know the reason why it was withdrawn from sale, but I highly suspect that this could be a major cause of concern. Now, you need to note as well, even though it is located next to a cemetery, it would have been priced accordingly because of this factor. However, in my opinion, it's not worth it. Not only are you located next to a graveyard, you also need to understand that there will be funerals happening. So people will drive by, there'll be a lot more activity within the area over certain days, and you can always confirm these observations with the property manager and see how much disturbance it causes to the tenants in the area and the people who live there. So that is my second property deal breaker. And before I go into my other ones, if you have not already, make sure you are subscribed to my private community. We have over 130 members helping each other out, helping us make the right investment choice. This community has grown so big and I want it to continue to grow so that we can help each other out and make ourselves better. There are so much resources. There are reviews there you can read online. There are also weekly community calls, property links and templates, and every single area is discussed and advice is given and locations are removed or added in based on a person's investment strategy. And if you need that little bit extra guidance, you need that little bit of help, make sure you jump into the community. It's an absolute no-brainer. And if you have not already, make sure you are subscribed to my free newsletter. I go through a different location every single week. It's an absolute no-brainer, so you are up to date with the best investment locations to invest into. Let's get back into the video. Now, what is my third property deal breaker? And that is T-junctions. T-junctions can be sometimes a poor investment decision. Now, it isn't a complete deal breaker, and if you find a good T-junction that is in a quiet residential zone, then it could be a good investment choice. However, to give you an example of why a T-junction can be an incorrect decision, I'm going to show you this video. Now, that is a simple example of what a T-junction property can do. If you are in a busy zone or a non-quiet residential zone, a T-junction could be a poor investment decision because you could have cars and trucks and buses plowing into it when they aren't in control of their vehicle. Now, this is actually more common than you might think, and it's a risk that you have to factor in when you invest into property. Now, I do say it's a deal breaker for most areas because busy T-junction zones could lead to that crash. However, if you are on a quiet residential street where there is little car activity, where there aren't big trucks or buses coming through the area, then it can be a trade-off you are willing to make. There is very minimal impact to insurance costs, so there isn't that concern to be worried about. But for me, I just like to avoid T-junction zones where I can because I have seen so many horror stories of trucks or cars plowing into it out of control. The next property deal breaker that I want to go into is actually about highways and buying properties closely located to a highway. That is a big no-no in property because one, it's less desirable for owner-occupiers to invest into locations. For example, let's look at these properties located next to Bruce Highway. You can see there are multiple lanes on each side, so there's going to be heavy trucks, a lot of cars traveling on this highway on a constant daily basis. This will impact road noise, there'll be higher noise pollution, there'll be higher air pollution. It will definitely have an impact on the tenants and the owner-occupiers who live in these properties. And for those of you who say, well, I'm not living there, it shouldn't matter, well, it definitely should matter because when you go to sell that property, an owner-occupier is most likely not going to buy that property. And we want owner-occupiers to buy property because they are more willing to spend over the market price for a property. Not only that, tenants can find this location to rent out less desirable than normal people. To put this simply, if you had a choice to rent out this property compared to, say, this property, you're most likely going to choose this property simply because it's not next to the highway where there is so much road noise and noise pollution and air pollution. You got to think about things like the fact that when these trucks go barreling down these highways, there's also going to be brake dust. Brake dust will go into the lungs of the people who live close to these locations. That may seem an extremity, but it's a realistic concern to have because, say for example, you're a family with children. Do you really want your children to breathe in the fumes and the noise pollution and the air pollution coming from these cars and trucks on this major highway? No, you would not. So my general advice is, and what I tell people is to never buy next to a major highway. It's an absolute no-no. Awesome. So that's property deal breaker number 4. And the last one I want to go through is to go to Shepparton. And this property deal breaker is about public housing. Now, public housing is another major no-no when you invest into property. Now, what you'll usually find is that properties in Shepparton around this top part called Glory Way are very, very cheap. They're in the low $300,000. But there's a very good reason for that. And that's because it's located near higher crime areas, high housing commission areas, and you absolutely want to stay away from these pockets. They are cheap for a reason, right? So you need to be staying away from these public housing commission areas because they will not get the desired tenant you want. Your property price will not go up in value or will only go up in line with what other property values are, but you'll just have a horrible time trying to sell that property to someone else because it's in a housing commission area. No one wants to buy in it. So save yourself the trouble and avoid this area where possible. It is not the right place to invest into. Public housing commission areas are a big no-no. Now, for example, if there is one house that's a housing commission while every other house is not, then it's okay to consider that location. However, if there is a cluster of public housing, then you want to be avoiding that location, right? So I hope that has helped you. So those are the 5 property deal breakers when choosing a property to invest into. Now, if you want to know more about property selection or you have any questions about it, make sure you jump into the private community and make sure you are learning every single day. And if you want to learn more about how to select the right property and buy the right property, then comment property down below and make sure you check this video out because YouTube recommends the perfect video for you.